why is your Jesus better than my Jesus? This one young woman asked me. I didn't have an answer for her. I'm flipping through the Bible. I got nothing. How did I get here? I'm in El Salvador trying to convince a bunch of people that my church has the right religion and theirs is wrong. Well, the way it happened was I was around 16 in 1966 and I just got foster parents. My father had died, my mother had been dead for a few years, and my twin sister and I got foster parents, and they were born again Pentecostals. Now, my father had been a Presbyterian. Presbyterians, they go to church once a week, and maybe there's a potluck, but they're good. After that, they're good all week. The Pentecostals, they go to Sunday school, they go to service, they go to evening service, they go to Wednesday service, there's a youth group on Friday. Oh my God, they go to church all the time. And they believe that everybody who doesn't believe like them are going to hell. Maybe not the Southern Baptists, but pretty much everybody else. They are. So it became clear to my sister and I that we were going to have to buy into their religion to be accepted and loved. So I bought the program. I went in and got saved and found Jesus. It never really felt like enough. I really wanted my parents to love me and accept me, but so when our pastor, Willis, came up with this missionary trip to Central America, I thought, oh, this might be great. It was young people. There were 20 of us. I signed up. My sister didn't want to go down and save the Catholics, because they particularly thought the Catholics were in a very bad situation. And, what with the Pope and all, it was. So I signed up, and Pastor Willis, bless his heart, he's like this tall, and he's bald, and he has little wisps of hair. I don't think he thought this through. He rented 4 used Volkswagen buses and a Mercedes-Benz. He thought, well, it'll be easy to drive from Livermore to Central America. So the first thing Pastor Willis didn't really think about, he was worried we're going to get malaria. So he brought malaria pills for all of us. And then he thought, well, if one is good, 3 is better. Here, take some more. So, of course, some of us were getting sick with malaria. We, one night we stayed in this beautiful, sweet little Spanish-style motel with gardens, and, by that time we were hot and tired, and a shower was really welcome. And we knew in Mexico that you don't drink the water, at least in those days, and so we were very careful. They had big water dispensers, big bottles of water all over the place, and that was what we were very careful to drink out of. So the next day when we're pulling out, we see the gardener with the garden hose filling up the water dispensers. So most of you probably know the term turista. We got that. As we were traveling down, we were hot and stinky and tired, and we pulled over to a beach one evening. Well, it was lovely. It was beautiful, and as it got to be dusk, 10 million mosquitoes came in, and we were eaten alive. So not only on the bus sitting there with these other problems in existence, then we were scratching these running sores of mosquitoes. Oh, Pastor Willis did not think this through. So we get to Central America, El Salvador, San Salvador actually, and we stay in dorms, but I'm still really sick. Just couldn't go out and go do the door-to-door with our little Spanish English Bibles, but finally I did. Went down, the people were just lovely. And I was really struggling with this idea now, how am I going to tell these people that, well, our one and true religion is the right way and everybody else is pretty much going to hell? I just was really struggling with this. And when this young woman came up to me, and long black hair in their 20s, and said, "Why is your Jesus better than my Jesus?" I got nothing. I said, "You're right," and I walked away. And a few days later, we left, went back home. My parents never really loved us any more than they did before. But I tell you what, nowadays I let people decide for themselves what you want to believe or not believe. And I don't know if there is a heaven or a hell, and maybe you do, but let's just all decide that we get to decide for ourselves what is the right way for us.